And this is where the line now stops, but they carried on to Holcombe Brook. Holcombe Brook's now a shopping precinct and housing, so there's no further access to the line from here. So we'd have walked down here from the platform, it was a single platform. Yeah. So straight down would have been to Holcombe Brook, behind me would have been to Bury, and just through trees you can make out the church at the top of the station entrance. We're going to keep on walking. We're walking down now towards the Sidings, aren't we, for the old Tottington mill. We're at a place now called Knowles, level crossing halt. It's opened in 1905 and closed in 1918. That level crossing would have taken the road down to Castle Farm. So we're going to head down looking for Knowles Sidings, which serve Tottington mill. They should be down here on the left hand side. It looks like there's possibly a bit of a retaining wall there. Maybe was the banking. We'll go and have a look. There's like a retaining wall there, isn't there? Would have started to fan out here, and they went down to Tottington Mill, which we're going to go and have a walk down to. Right, we start walking down to the left here. This will take us down onto the track bed of Knowles Sidings. Yeah. Well, this is Knowles Sidings now, isn't it, going down to the mill?
Yeah.
So they should be start seeing remnants of railway bits, maybe. They've not been ripped up.
And we're looking for two things in particular.
Yeah. There's an old gate post there. So I wonder whether that was the entrance to the Sidings that were gated, maybe. So we're looking back now towards Holcombe Branch, and Knowles Sidings came back towards where we are now. In 1881, the site had a private railway siding built that led to the line operated by the Bury and Tottington District Railway Company. The line allowed coal to be directly delivered to the printworks to power many of the steam engines. Some old stone block, look. Have a look in here. Some kind of wall there. Bit of a retaining wall there, but there were buildings here.
It's just roofs.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, somebody's been dumping asbestos, haven't they? Yeah, so we've just found some old mill cobbles. We've just spotted something else as well, because when this mill closed, the old guard used it. There's some old tank traps. Yeah, there they are. Yeah. So those two round concrete blocks are old tank traps. So the Sidings would have continued on down here and towards the mill. They brought the coal in for the mill. It's now a couple of fishing lodges. An old gate post there. Now last time we came here, yeah, we actually found an old ginger beer bottle. I'll drop a picture of it in, just outside that banking. There's an old gate post there. Yeah, some more old cobbles. Not bothered about it, not being busy. Yeah, because it was locked down. These would have been the old mill ponds. Well, yeah, they'd have just thrown the coal off and then used it in the mill. But maybe years ago there was some kind of coal drop. I don't know. There's not really a lot of pictures of the infrastructure of the mill. There's a couple of pictures of the mill, that's it. There's some more cobbles here. There's some metal posts, I don't know whether that's original. These are the remains of once Tottington printworks, known locally as Totty Mill. The first mill on this site was a medieval corn mill, 1296. This was still in use by the 1790s, when a cotton mill was added alongside of it. Cotton spinning, weaving and bleaching all occurred here. Interesting, isn't it there? I wonder whether it's some kind of where the water came in. There's steel and girders and tubs. I'd say this was an engine bed shell. Yeah, engine bed this. The mill was once owned by John Gorton and his family, who contributed to the prosperity and expansion of Tottington between 1790 and 1820. There's a lot of bolts and ironwork. brick arch there. Can't really see it that well. Even though the mill is long gone, there are still some interesting features to be found. For example, you can see the stone arch culvert that carried the brook through the site. There are quite a few rectangular stone cisterns and a large stone bed for the steam engines. So we're on the site of Tottington Printworks. Opened 1820 and closed 1927. Joshua Knowles, who was in his early 20s and had formerly worked at the Grant Brothers Mill in Ramsbottom, bought the mill in 1821 and converted it into a calico printworks. Together with his brother Samuel, he continued to improve and expand the site over the years, making the printworks one of the most cutting edge in the country. One of the machines could print a grand total of 12 colours, the most advanced technology of the time. It's like another engine bed. Nice big bolt on top. And maybe we were stood. Would have been the by 1823 there was over 300 employed at the mill, and by the 1840s almost 400, with over a third of which were children. It was a calico works, weren't it, where they printed. So I wonder if these tubs have something to do with that. Yeah.
They'll have to put treatments in, won't they?
Yeah. Not Tomlinson, Somerset, that's that brick which we tried finding. It used to come off at off the East Lancs, didn't it? And there's nothing left of it. The original flagstone floor can still be seen, and two large circular cisterns sunk into the floor of the bleach croft. There's one there, one round one. And another one. I'll have a look on map after.
They've got big metal bolts in with some kind of vat.
Yeah, they got to have been something that they maybe boiled up, maybe. But this looks, that back wall looks like would have been back at building, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's still some big bricks up there, isn't
there? Yeah. No, they were in the woods. The mill continued to expand with new engines, boilers, a dye house, dyeing room and a bleach croft, and also a print shop. A gasworks was also constructed, and the company bought the neighbouring Kirklees Printworks, which was just downstream by about 500 metres. Piece of ironwork. Can we put that in? It's been there a while. A couple of blocks of stone with bolts in them. There must be something bolted onto that. Some kind of pump to pump the water, maybe. Yeah, Shell's found something. That's an old piece of iron. I wonder what that is. Samuel took over the business when Joshua died in 1853. Samuel retired when the company was taken over by the Calico Printers Association in 1899. The mill closed in 1928, apart from the engraving shop, which remained open until 1940 when it was demolished. Other parts of the mill to be found are chimney bases, flywheel pits, settling tanks and walls. This is littered with stone blocks. cutouts. What's this? Some kind of tank? This has been a tank, hasn't it? 2 big ones. Oh yeah, yeah, because there's a drain at that bottom one.
Which one?
And that, you look on the other side, there's a drain.
You can get underneath. Would that have been done like when they've done these eyelets? It's been done.
I would have thought you'd been able, they would have got underneath it. I wonder if it had, maybe it held water, give them a bit more pressure, I don't know.
It's the drain, isn't it? That's had something plated, that whatever his them bolts were, it must have gone all the way down.
So I've spotted like this opening. It looks like it went under the floor. Looking at it, you can just about make out as though it's tied together in brickwork. Like ties. I'm wondering whether there were stairs here or steps that went under, and then it went under mill floor. So there's another room under all this lot, and came out here. And came out there, because that's a big stone flag on top. It looks like it would have been an entrance possibly, or a set of steps or a stairwell or something going down. There's quite a lot of steelwork, girderish, so there's got to have been something here. There's some kind of shed here, isn't there, or something? Because if you look, there's girder work there. It's just been chopped off onto that bottom.
There's a lot of slate as well on there.
Yeah, there's been some kind of like shelter. But when you go down to the river, that's been other part at mill, hasn't it, that other wall? Yeah. While we were looking around the ruins, we found what we knew was some kind of stopper off a bottle. Thanks to Richard Hemery, we now know it was a stopper for a carboy. Often these contain acid and other chemicals. Richard is known as Thames Pottery on Instagram and has a superb mudlarking channel on YouTube, Richard Hemery. I'd just like to thank you, Richard. To something. I wonder if it's all connected with that floor over there then. With a B-roll. This is hard because I've got the camera. They must have been filter beds, these, mustn't they? The wall's not very good here. I know, because I've got camera in one hand and I've got GoPro in the other. You don't want to fall in there. I had to decide to come back. I'm going to walk round because we can't get at the other end. There's another chance at £250 here. Oh. Yeah, loads of it. There's something here. It's like a bit of ironwork. Yeah, don't know what that's for. But there's been something fastened in it. And it's had like some kind of wheel on it. Yeah. Like an hand wheel, and it's turned like the valves or something. Maybe it turns water from that lodge. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's been something definitely here, hasn't there?
Look at the lodges down there.
Lodges behind, yeah.
Come on, before it's
Just downstream from the site are the huge ash pile remains of the boiler house waste ash tip, just lying in the woods. That's ash out at furnace, isn't it? Yeah. Tottington wishing stone. It got buried in 1964 as a prank like kids.
Yeah, and they pranked the...
You excavated it.
Yeah. So you're going to put your hand in one of the holes and make a wish. Oh, first put your hands in there.
Yeah. Right, so I've put my hand in it all. Now I'm going to make a wish. I can't tell you what it is.
And we've just seen one magpie, so your wish is that's it, it's null and void, mate.
Yeah. Right, we'll walk down here. Tower Farm was built in 1840 by Joshua Knowles. The construction was modelled on Nuttall Hall Farm, Ramsbottom, which is now demolished. Tower Farm was built to stable the many heavy horses required to bring coal from Mountain Miner in Affetside and transport goods from Tottington Mill to Bury and elsewhere. There were also dwellings for farm workers in the surrounding buildings, and today the farm buildings have all been converted into residential use. Well, that's about it for today. We hope you've enjoyed walking around Totty Mill with us and having a bit of a mooch. Until next time, see ya.